So this is kind of how we approach our work, building consciousness, building the subjective conditions for revolution, so that when the objective conditions appear, that makes it possible by building the party and by actually engaging in working class struggle.
So they're building the party, they're building the revolutionary apparatus by just being out there and talking to people and working with people and engaging in the perpetual struggle. Let's go back to the beginning and let's just watch this whole thing again, because they're really saying the quiet part out loud here in a very kind of like overt way.
From those struggles, because as people address...
I'm going to go back a little bit further, because he's flat out saying, this is also another saying the quiet part out loud. He's also saying that, like, we've got our hands in all of these different problems in society because that's allowing us to recruit more people and bring more people under the socialist umbrella. So why are we participating in the Palestine protests? To recruit more people. Why are we doing the Medicare for all thing? To recruit more people. Why are we doing the police thing? To recruit more people. They're trying to bring all of the problems that they think capitalism has created into one group. And so that's why they have all their kind of like irons in the fire.
So we try to merge all of the fights that are emerging against capitalism. We try to lock into all of those fights wherever people are in motion against the system. We are there. We're there supporting, working, helping working people in whatever those battles are, whether they're union battles or, you know, battles against Palestine. People are in motion about Palestine. Battles against police brutality. We're participating in all of those struggles, recruiting, helping to connect people from those struggles, because as people address the single issue that brought them into the movement, right? They're in that position to understand how all of it is connected to the system. And then this is how we sort of merge struggles and create the social network that gets to 100 million. Like, this is the project, and it requires optimism, it requires patience, it requires actually listening to people and what their problems are, and, you know, and understanding, like, how are we planning to address the actual problems that people are experiencing. Roe v. Wade and abortion rights was a victory that had been won not that long ago, a few decades. And then as soon as the opportunity to roll it back was there, it was rolled back. And that's why we agitate for the overturn and the creation of a completely new system, but we do fight for those reforms to bring people in and to merge those struggles into one. The other reason that we fight is, like, this idea of revolution, actually creating a revolution. We don't get to decide, ultimately, when there's a revolution. Sam was kind of saying, like, the conditions for revolution, you don't just wake up one morning and say it's time, right? There have to be, like, particular conditions that get the masses of people into motion to finally decide, I'm willing to risk it all for something else, for my family, my kids, my future, for all of us. But we are in control of the subjective conditions of the consciousness of the people around us, and advancing that consciousness, always, like, building people's understanding and relationship with the idea of socialism to try to get to that 100 million, so that when the conditions appear, we're actually ready